Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my live. This is Randy, Fragarance Doud. I'm just going to get it all set up here, so let me know when you join the chat, and then we will get this ball rolling. And then we'll talk about some new releases, some other fragrances that I got from a few of my subscribers. Also, let me know what your scent of the day is. I'll probably ask a few times, but let me get this set up here, and then we'll get going, even though I should probably already... Scent of the day is, I'll probably ask. But yeah. So we are using StreamYard today, and I actually, instead of using my big mic and having an issue with it like it was the last few lives, I decided to go with this little thing on my chest, which I ended up buying when I was out at Best Buy today. So hopefully it sounds better than my normal mic, and it's good for my lives so that I don't have to actually continue to restart my lives all the time and all that. But yeah, we have a bunch of fragrances to go over today. Not only the new releases, but also a bunch that, again, my subscriber Eddie sent me. We have a bunch of clones, which we have Afnan Supremacy and Oud. We have L'Aventure by Alhar Main. We have Lattafa's Eternal Oud. We have some other one. I don't know what the name is, but yeah, we'll talk about that in just a second. But anyway, yeah. Scent of the day is Afnan 9 p.m. What's up, all genres bops? Or all genre bops? Sorry. What's up, Clinton? What's up, Kevin? Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. What up, Hez? I actually have your fragrance right here. So if you guys don't know, in the chat, Hez Binkovitz. How do you, does it sound like Binkovitz or Binkowitz? I was wondering that whenever I was creating my video. So I'm sorry if I butchered it, but I wasn't sure if it was one of the ones that was like Binkovitz or Binkowitz. But anyway, he created this fragrance. It is called Bourbon Street. And I'll be honest with you, I absolutely love it. It is absolutely amazing. And it is on his site. It's Hez Parfums, HEZPARFUMS.com. And if you use the code FRAGDOUD, DOUD 15, you get 15% off. So definitely go check it out. I'll talk a little bit more about that as the live goes on. So the second is Binkowitz. Okay, so yeah, I said it both ways in my live, just in case, or in my video. If you guys want to see a full video, it's going to be coming out this week, probably on Wednesday or Thursday. But I have a few different videos that I made for you guys. I have a fragrance haul, a couple other things. But yeah, again, let me know, now that more people are pouring in here, let me know what your scent of the day is. Today, what was my scent of the day? What did I wear? Oh, Angel Share. I wore Killian Angel Share today. And I was at Outback Steakhouse. So I went out with my daughter to a, it's like an outlet mall near me. And we had a bunch of different fragrance shops there. There's Perfume Emporium, there's Fragrance Outlet, there's Saks, there's Marshalls. So we went to a bunch of places. I'll tell you what I ended up picking up, which I ended up picking up two fragrances. And not only that, we went to Outback and the waitress came up and said, I just have to tell you, you smell absolutely amazing. And whenever I was in Saks, the guy who was working there said, what are you wearing? I just need to ask. And so Killian Angel Share gets recognized by guys, girls, everything. It's really, really good. Long time no see. What up, Loam? Long time. I haven't seen you in here in a while. And Sun Devil, good afternoon. What's going on? Who else we got in here? Elijah, what's going on? Cherry Smoke is $3.90 for 50 mil. Elijah, that's if you're buying it at retail. I don't recommend buying Tom Fords at retail. I recommend either waiting for them to come on discounters or just do what most people do and buy them from a like reputable person on eBay. For instance, Wild Kiss is the person that I buy a lot of my Tom Fords from. And I know she sells them for $200, $220. You can buy a Cherry Smoke from her for like $220. So I would recommend just buying it on there. It's a lot cheaper to buy on eBay if you know that you're getting it from the right person. What up, T-Frag? It's been a long time. It's actually been so long that you were removed from moderator. If you're not in a chat for moderator for a month, it keeps you out. So I got to put you back on there. Hold on. I don't know if I can. There it is. There you go. It's been a while, T-Frag. But anyway, so Eddie, who is not going to unfortunately be in the live today, said that he didn't even tell me. He sent me just a bunch of fragrances. I mean, I had to just pick and choose which ones I wanted to review on tonight's live because he sent me so many. And so there, I think he sent me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 different fragrances. And they're all in decants like this. So probably like 5 to 10 mils. So thank you to Eddie. Really nice. What up, Hamza? Oh, I forgot. Welcome to Moe's. What's going on? What up, Elijah? Oh, I already said that. Elijah was the one talking about Tom Ford's. Sunday Fun Day. Yeah. So my light went off, but you guys can still see me. So how does the mic sound? So again, I didn't want to have StreamYard mess up, so I got this thing. It's a little mic on my chest. So let me know. I'm only going to use this for my live streams because I obviously have my Blue Yeti, but let me know, does this work for the lives? Is it a good sounding mic? Does it work out? All right, good. What up, Hanson? So let's just start talking about some of these new releases that are coming out. So I know we talked about them in our last live stream. We have Invictus Victory Elixir, which is coming out. So we have the original Invictus Victory, which I'll talk about here in a second. We have the new one that was released 2 days ago, Valentino Uomo Intense. I honestly don't know what to think about that. Honestly, it's vanilla, lavender, and something else. It doesn't look like it's going to be an intense version of the original Born in Roma, because the original Born in Roma was not a lavender vanilla fragrance. So they only released 3 notes. So I don't know if it's just going to be a mix. And not only that, I just found out from somebody that Coral Fantasy was marked down to $40 on a few sites. And so, and this bottle, the Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Intense that's coming out, it comes out February 1st, I believe. Apparently, it looks almost exactly like Coral Fantasy. So we're wondering if maybe Coral Fantasy is getting the axe because it didn't sell very well. But that's just kind of like a neither here or there. I'm not 100% sure, just kind of hinting at it because of the price drop. And then we have the new Polo Red Parfum, which we've actually been talking about a lot on my channel. Every live I keep saying, and a lot of people keep bringing it up, Polo Red Parfum is now actually announced. It's on its way out. I'm very interested because it does have a lot of the same notes from pretty much every one of the fragrances has that coffee and cranberry mixture. It's just whether or not the cranberry is going to be heavy or the coffee is going to be heavy. Me personally, I kind of hope that it's like a mix between like the Extreme and the Eau de Parfum, and mix those together. A little bit of that cranberry, a little bit of that coffee, mix them together. It looks like it could be really good, but you never know. And I'm also hoping for a better longevity from that. So that looks good. Then we have Givenchy Gentleman's Society, which I'm not too thrilled on. Never been a huge fan of Givenchy fragrances. They're hit or miss. They have really good ones, and then they have very redundant ones. And it's really the redundant ones are the ones that you don't own. So if you do own 1 or 2, the other ones are going to be redundant, in my opinion. But some people were very excited about that. Then we have Carolina Herrera's Bad Boy Extreme. Amber Woody, it looks like it has cocoa in it. That looks interesting, but it could be shitty because Carolina Herrera is either really good or really bad. Then we have 212 VIP, I Love New York, which is like the worst name for any fragrance I've ever freaking heard of in my entire life. But with that said, that's coming out, and it actually doesn't look bad. It also has coffee in it. Coffee seems like it's the note that a lot of people are leaning towards for a lot of these fragrances. So that looks interesting. Am I missing any? I don't know if I'm missing any. Danny Cranberry, what's going on? I like that name. What would you say is the most complimented designer Prada fragrance? This one. Even though it's an iris fragrance, and iris fragrances are normally not super complimented, this is my most complimented Prada fragrance. It is Prada L'Homme Intense. Is that right? Why can't I think? Yeah, Prada L'Homme Intense. Why can't I think right now? Prada L'Homme Intense is kind of like the original Prada L'Homme. If you kind of just make it darker, warmer, add a little bit of leather in there, it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And I can tell you, most of my subscribers love this fragrance. Not only that, my wife hates Iris fragrances and she likes this. So that'll tell you something. This fragrance is a banger. It's a compliment getter. And if you can find it for under 120, I would definitely buy it. This fragrance is amazing. It is apparently discontinued. I'm not going one way or the other. I'm just telling you what I heard. But this is my favorite Prada fragrance. Outside of that, I've got some compliments with Prada Ocean. That one's a really good one as well. That's Prada Black. I'd say the two. Yeah, so Prada Black and Prada L'Homme Intense are probably going to be your two main one. I actually said, oh, let's see. Screw the Seahawks. Lions now. Did the Steelers win today? I was at Outback, and I saw that they were winning going into the fourth quarter. Can anybody tell me if the Steelers won today? I saw it was 20-14 last time I saw. G-men. I didn't watch any football today. This is the first Sunday in like 3 years that I didn't watch any football. Well, I watched about 5 minutes, but I was with my daughter, and family's more important. Seahawks, they were doing so good at the beginning of the year to where people had, like, ESPN had them in their power rankings in the top 5. And Geno Smith was on a roll. And then all of a sudden they just fell off. Steelers won. Dolphins, so I know the Steelers had to win. The Dolphins had to lose to the Jets, and the Bills had to beat whoever they were playing. And it was 6-6 Dolphins and Jets last time I saw. So let me just look that up right now. I know this is about fragrances, but this isn't about fragrances. But I want to look that up. Dolphins. Okay, they won. So Steelers are out. I honestly don't care because the Steelers wouldn't have done anything in the playoffs anyway. And I would honestly rather watch the Bills and Kansas City and Lamar Jackson and the Bengals and pretty much any other team than the Steelers this year. I actually wish they would have went like 2-16 or whatever. I wish they could have done that just so I could have got a good draft pick for my team, but they didn't. Polo Parfum sounds great. Okay, so speaking of polos, I'm going to put my mic down for a second, guys. I'm going to go get what I bought today. Give me 2 seconds. Whoops. All right, I'm back. Let me put my mic back on. Sorry for the noise. All right. Clip that motherfucker back on. There we go. All right, back and clear. So today I was at Saks Fifth Avenue at that outlet mall, and they had Polo Blue Parfum and they had all of their polos. So every Ralph Lauren you can think of, Polo Blue Parfum, Polo Deep Blue, Polo Red Eau de Parfum, all of them in gift sets. And so Polo Blue Parfum, you got a 4.2 ounce and a 1.7 ounce refill for the 4.2 ounce, and a body wash and a hand soap. And they all came in one big pack for $60. I didn't buy that because I already had Polo Blue, and I could have sold that or whatever, but I ended up getting 2 things. I got one thing, and then I came back and got this. So it comes in a bag, and I got Polo Red EDP, and then I got this, and both of them came with the same. They were $39.99. I got Polo Red, the original, with the pull, and it comes with a small one as well. Both of them are sprays. And so I'm going to give this one away on my channel probably next week. So look out for that. And then it also comes with your little accoutrement. So then they also had Polo Red Eau de Parfum and Polo Red Rush. And both of them were 4.2 ounce, a 1.7 ounce, and the other ones. So that's pretty freaking cool. But anyway, let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. The name there's also a cologne called Pussy. I saw that like a couple months ago. Bad Boy Extreme better be good so far. Yeah. See, Bad Boy, the original, it had that cannabis note, wasn't for me. The Les Parfums, it was okay, but not great. Then they got a step up with Cobalt, but the dry down sucked. So now I'm really hoping, because it has this plum note, plum is my favorite fragrance note, and so I'm really hoping that they really do amp that plum up and make it really nice so that we can have a really nice fragrance in there with the Bad Boy Extreme, hopefully. Jean-Paul Gaultier Scandal Les Parfums Elixir could be a thing. I'm hoping for Ultramall Elixir. I think even though Ultramall's strong, I hope they do a little take on Ultramall and maybe like an Ultramall Les Parfums mixture where you get that sweet and then you get that fresh spiciness from the cardamom, mix them together and make an elixir. Jean-Paul Gaultier is due for a new one. Also, Dior just released a women's fragrance, and every time I've ever seen them release a women's fragrance, they release a men's fragrance almost directly after. So be on the lookout, whether it's going to be Bleu de Chanel Elixir or if it's going to be another Cashy like Chanel Allure Homme Sport Extreme Elixir or Chanel Allure Homme Sport Elixir. That would be cool. I would actually be really into an Allure Homme Sport Elixir, to be honest. That would be amazing. I think I would like that over a Bleu de Chanel Elixir, but honestly, either of them would be happy with me. But yeah, Scandal Les Elixir. Well, they just came out with Scandal Les Parfums, so I doubt they're going to do that. Would definitely jump into up my list. Les Parfums is amazing. I'm glad I picked it up. Yeah, it was only August when they released the Les Parfums, so I definitely could see that happening, but not yet. I know Azzaro, so we're going to get a Wanted this year. There has been a Wanted every single year for the last 5 years. They had the original, then they had Tonic, then they had Free Ride, then they had 6 years. Wanted, then there was Tonic, Free Ride, Wanted by Night, Most Wanted, and Most Wanted Parfum. I could see a Most Wanted Elixir. I'd buy it just because I'm obsessed with Most Wanted. And the differences between the original Most Wanted and I hope they do a Wanted by Night Elixir. Wanted by Night Elixir would be my favorite fragrance of the year, even before the release. I think that would be amazing. But we have gotten a Azzaro Wanted fragrance every single year for the last 5 or 6 years. So I think that's going to definitely be on the lookout. And every year they've released them either in April or October. So I'm guessing because last year was April, they'll probably do April again. But yeah, that'd be interesting. Dolphins 1. Yeah. Do you think Dior has something good cooking on their sleeve? So yeah, that's what I was just saying. Dior always releases a men's right behind there. And not only that, Dior has Mason Francis Kirkjohn on their payroll now. So the guy who created Baccarat Rouge and all of that, he's under their payroll now. So I could see something really good coming out of Dior very soon. Somebody in one of the lives, I think it was whenever I was on Ross's live the other day, because we were both on the treadmill. And so I joined Ross's live yesterday. Somebody was talking about, you know how they have Dior Homme Intense, and Dior Homme Parfum? Well, somebody said, what about Dior Homme Sport Intense or Dior Homme Sport Parfum? I could see that happening. I didn't even think about that. But with the fact that they've released the other ones, Intense and Parfum, why not the Sport? Because Chanel did it. Chanel did the Allure Homme Sport, Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. So I could easily see a Dior Homme Sport Intense or Dior Homme Sport Parfum. I think that would be really nice, especially because for the first half of this year, Dior Homme Sport was one of my favorites. And yeah, guys, I never ask you guys to like my lives, but I found out from Ross that if you do hit the like button, it puts my video or my live stream onto a lot more people's homepages. Again, I'm not going to ask you to do it, but if you hit the like button, more people will join. It'll just be more fun for you guys, I guess. With that said, yeah. Dior Sauvage Elixir Intense. If they do another Dior Sauvage, I'm done. I'm done. I don't need a Dior Sauvage Elixir Intense because how do you make a one spray fragrance like a half spray fragrance? You can't do that. If they do that, I'm done with Dior, to be honest with you. Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche Elixir. That would be fantastic. That would be my favorite. Wanted by Night Elixir is what I'm looking for. Got Royal Night and Mysterious Night and Luminous Night. Oh yeah, you were the one talking about that. So which one's your favorite, Jimmy? I'm really interested. I think that of the three, Mysterious Night was my favorite when I first smelled it, but as I wore Luminous Night more and more, Luminous Night became my favorite. It's really heavy and really dark the first couple times you wear Luminous Night, but then all of a sudden it crashes and it's no longer that super dark, super deep fragrance every time you wear it. And you start to pick up more notes as you wear it and wear it and wear it and wear it. And I love it. I said crashes. It's probably a bad word to use. The Luminous Night, it just kind of mellows out every time you wear it. But yeah, do you think Dior has some? Oh, I already read that. Definitely hit that like button. Thanks, Hez. Thanks, Hom. I always hit that like button on your videos and Instagram. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. My Instagram. So just forewarning for anybody who does. Oh, my daughter dyed my hair red. Can you guys see that? Hold on, let me grab the lamp. Can you see? She dyed it a dark red. Every 6 months, I let my daughter dye my hair. And last time it was a dark bluish green, but it was right when I started my channel. So it was like 8 months ago. With that said, she dyed it red. And I think it looks actually pretty decent. I don't work downtown or anything anymore. So I work from home. So I think it actually looks kind of nice. But thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. But anyway, what I was saying is that with my Instagram and my TikToks, if you watch those, the reason I have only been posting scent of the days on there lately is because I'm preparing. So I'm taking a little bit of a rest, like a calm before the storm, because YouTube is about to monetize shorts. And if you know anything about monetization, Instagram sucks for monetization. They're more for companies to find you. TikTok sucks for monetization unless you dance in your underwear or you repost other people's videos. So anyway, I haven't been posting on either of them other than Sense of the Day because in February, again, YouTube's monetizing shorts, and I'm going to be posting about 3 shorts a day starting February 1st. And then I'll be posting on all of them because I'm trying to take a break right now before that happens. And since I already post 5 or 6 full-length videos a day, I thought that was a good idea. What are the chances on a new Luna Rossa fragrance? Jamie, I don't think they will, because from what my understanding is that the Luna Rossa line has actually been pushed. So somebody, I don't remember, there was another reviewer who actually contacted Prada. I think it might have been Chaos, because somebody told me, I don't watch Chaos's videos, but somebody told me that Chaos posted an email that he sent to Prada, and Prada Black is discontinued. The entire Luna Rossa line is out of production. And so I don't know what that means. I know what it means, but I don't know if that's true. I don't know anything about it. But so my guess is that they're not going to do another Luna Rossa anymore. Luminous is my favorite. Does that mean frag reviews in your underwear soon? Even though you would love that, Mo, no. I did buy some new boxers though, so maybe. So anyway, let's get into the fragrances. Let's stop. So these are some of the ones that Eddie sent me. I had to check them off because one of them leaked and I didn't remember which one it was. And so it leaked and it ruined the, if you can see, the rest of them have labels on them. And so I had to make sure which one was unlabeled. And it was Barouge Perlador Eau de Parfum, which is a Carlisle clone. But the first one I want to talk about is one that I'm reviewing this week by Hez Parfums. It is Bourbon Street. And so you can see he even put the notes on the bottom. He is one of my subscribers, Hez Binkowitz. And so just to give you a little bit of a context, I didn't even know the notes were on the bottom of this bottle until just about 20 minutes ago. But the top notes are apple and spice. The middle notes are bourbon, tobacco, and tonka bean. And the base notes are sandalwood, cedar, and vanilla. I have been sent maybe 5 or 6 different fragrances by reviewers before. None of them I thought were warranted even me talking about them on my channel, to be honest with you. I just didn't think they were kind of cheap smelling, something that I felt like it wasn't complete yet. something that I feel like would give me a rash if I actually sprayed it on my skin. But I got to tell you, he got this and sent it to me. Again, you can get this for $40 plus 15% off on his site, hesparfums.com. And it really reminds me of two different fragrances. It's not a clone, not even close to a clone. I'm just saying it reminds me of a version of Stronger With You Absolutely if you added a little bit of a piece of a Killian Angel Share. So you get that bourbon. When you first spray it on, the first maybe 5 seconds of it, it smells like a shot of bourbon. It's smooth, it's sweet, it's really nice. But then as soon as that bourbon just starts to mellow, that's when you get those sweet notes. You get a little bit of a fruitiness from that apple, but it's more of like a warm apple like you would get in Leighton. Then it starts to get like a more mature, but also has that sweetness that you get in like an Angel Share or Strong With You Absolutely. It's a boozy, sweet fall and winter fragrance. Absolutely fantastic. And I do have to say, I wanted to get another person's opinion, and I know that Hez sent it to Alan from Fragrance Fight Night. And I was talking with Alan because he lives down the street from me. And I just was talking to Alan, and he said, I have to tell you, man, I don't own the fragrances that you were talking about. I think he said that he owned Strong With You Absolutely before. He said that he loves it. And not only that, this lasts about 7 hours. So if you're looking for something that is in the realm of Killing Angel Share, Stronger With You Absolutely, and you want to support somebody who's just starting out, because he's just starting out. He is an indie. That indie just means that you're creating it pretty much in your basement or at your house, and he does a really good job with it. So that is Bourbon Street by Hez Binkowitz, who is in the chat right there. So give a shout out to him. Hez, you did a really good job with this. I wore it 3 times this week, and I never wear fragrances back to back because I have so many. And I can tell you that this is boozy. It's sweet. It is a beautiful fragrance, and you get some vanilla, you get some tonka, while not maintaining any kind of powderiness to it. It does feel like there's like a nice vanilla, almost like a vanilla booze, because the booze does mellow out when you get to the dry down, but it's sweet. It is warm. It is a little bit spicy. It's beautiful. It's a really nice fragrance, well blended, does not feel synthetic or cheap. I think it's a really nice, well blended fragrance. So well done, Hez. With that said, I'm going to just go through. I haven't tried any of these except for the Supremacy and Oud, which I sprayed on my hand yesterday. But the first one that we're going to try here, let's do one that has a name on it. Lattafa's Eternal Oud. I don't know what this is or what it's a clone of. Hopefully we can tell, because I should have probably looked it up before the live. But this is Lattafa's Eternal Oud. And let's see. That's Grand Soir. Can anybody correct me? Is this Grand Soir clone? MFK Grand Soir. Yep. Yeah, I don't even need you to tell me. That's Grand Soir. That is beautiful. Wow. I never knew there was a Grand Soir clone out there. So if you guys don't know any context, Mason Francis Kirkjohn's Grand Soir, my favorite amber fragrance. It's amber, vanilla, lavender. Beautiful. This one feels a little bit deeper. But with that said, I mean, you can still tell that it's not in the same blend or in the same luxurious aspect as the MFK Grand Soir, but it's doing a really damn good job. Wow. This is good. You get that amber, you definitely get like a heliotrope or something in this. But for the most part, it's amber, vanilla, woods. It's so good. Yeah, I'm going to let that dry down. Wow. If you guys want to try out Grand Soir and you don't want to pay the money for it, try that out. Lattafa Eternal Oud is just, at least from the opening. I don't know what the projection is. I don't know the longevity, but okay, so it is Grand Soir. Yeah, you don't even need to tell me. What's up, Mike? Mike from I Smell. He's a really good reviewer. Definitely go check him out. He broke his leg. Now he's getting better. Story told. Mike, I've been noticing whenever you comment on videos now, you say tapping in with 2 flames. And I was like, that's his new calling card. I heard the dry down of Prada Ocean smells like Leighton. No, it does not. Prada Ocean does not smell like Leighton at all. Prada Ocean is a good all year round fragrance, but it doesn't smell like that at all. What's funny is that I remember Prada Ocean. I was going through the notes when I first reviewed it. I hated Prada Ocean for the first like 3 years, or 2 years, or however long it was out. I tried it every time and I didn't like it. There was something about it. About 6 months ago, I got it, just bought the bottle. Same with Prada Black. Tried it out and I was like, that's actually pretty decent. It has a freshness to it, but it also has a deepness to it. But there's a caramel, there's a note, it says caramel, and there is no caramel in that damn fragrance. There is some iris in it. It's almost like if you took the Prada L'Homme DNA, like that iris, and you turn it into like a fresher, like bluish fragrance, and mix it all together, give it a little baby bit of sweetness, then you got Prada Ocean. It does not remind me at all of Layton. Got Bond number 9. I have not tried any single Bond number 9s ever. There's one that I wanted to get my hands on, Harlem, I think. It's a re-release this year. I wanted to get my hands on Harlem because it looks like it's really good. And I always wanted to try out Bleecker Street just because a lot of people talk about it, but people either said it smelled like blueberries or grass. And so it was like one end of the spectrum or the other. So I don't know anything about Bond number 9. Gold Rush Man, though, I don't have that. I've been wanting to get my hands on it. I hear people talk about it. I just always forget to pick it up. I'm so glad you like it. Thanks so much for your kind words and support. No worries, Hez. I hope that you guys go and try to support the little guys. Don't always go for the designers. Don't always go for the niche. Go try out somebody who actually is putting his heart and soul into making a fragrance, trying to put his name out there. I think a few people have bought it from him and have been happy so far. So Bourbon Street, it's an eau de parfum. I get about 7 hours on it at least. My wife, it was 2 o'clock whenever I sprayed it on the other day, and it was 8:15 at night, and my wife hugged me and said she could still smell it, told me I smelled good. So if you want to know if women like it, my wife likes it, and she's usually really picky. So yeah. Eternal Oud is definitely Grand Soir clone. Good one at that. Yeah, it's definitely nice. So I have 12 fragrances now, the last one being La Nuit de l'Homme, Bleu Electrique. I'm on the buy ban for fragrances in 2023. I'm actually just starting. I actually just paid off all of my afterpays, my PayPals and everything. And I was really hoping, because Ross from TLTG is sending me at some point the Business Over Pleasure from his Z Creators 1.0. And I ordered the Second Soul by Justin, and I also ordered Evening Mystique. Second Soul got here, and then Evening Mystique got here, but the package was completely wet, and there was glass sticking out, so I had to refuse it. And so now I still am waiting on my Evening Mystique, and hopefully by the time I get Evening Mystique, he sends me the Business Over Pleasure so I can do that review you guys want, where I compare the two, the first one versus the second one, but we will see. Have I smelled Polo Red Rush? Yeah, I smelled Polo Red Rush for a while. It has that Polo Red DNA in there for sure. It has a little bit more of a freshness. I actually was spraying it today, and me and my daughter both like it. It's kind of in the same realm as like the original Polo Red, where you can wear it in pretty much any situation, but it's a little bit more youthful and playful, just like the original Polo Red. It's nice. I don't think it's a bad fragrance. I really don't think there's any bad fragrances in the Polo Red line. I think there's boring fragrances in the Polo Red line. My favorite being the Polo Red Extreme because it lasts the longest, and the other ones only last about 2 to 3 hours. So like this one, I'm going to have to wear this like just randomly and then spray it on 50 times. But with that said, again, I'm going to be giving this away in my next live, as well as the Polo Red Eau de Parfum version of this. Because I just got extra ones, and why not let you guys have them? I'm just going all over the place. Oh, by the way, Bleu Electrique, Jim, I think you were the one who was asking me about the Bleu Electrique. I honestly don't remember, but Bleu Electrique is on some website for $112. If you're one of those people that are looking for it, don't spend more than like $90 on Bleu Electrique. I think that the hype isn't warranted. I think it's good. I don't think it's fantastic to where you need to spend so much money to buy it. It is not discontinued. It's only discontinued in the United States. You can still get it on Fragrance Buy and Fragrance Net when they bring them back, so just be patient. Yeah. I've tried Bleecker Street. I've tried Bleecker. It's good, in my honest opinion. I want to smell New Harlem. Yeah, that's the one that I want to try too. Danny Cranberry, my wife's favorite fragrance that I own is Azzaro's Wanted by Night. It always will be, which is why I said I want a Wanted by Night elixir. Wanted by Night, it's super, it's my most complimented fragrance. Niche, designer, clones, doesn't matter. No matter where I go, Wanted by Night, people say something. And my wife loves Wanted by Night. And every person that I walk, I used to go to work and wear Wanted by Night, and everybody I was working there with, the girls, the women, the older women, they would just say, that smells great. And I was like, yeah, that it definitely does. But outside of that, her favorite fragrances, I honestly don't know. She likes Acqua di Gio Profumo. She likes Boss Bottled Intense, stuff like that. She likes the sweeter fragrances like me, like the sweet and spicy. She does like, she likes Wanted by Night more than the Most Wanted, but she likes the layering combo of Wanted by Night and Most Wanted more than all of the other ones. Oh, actually, I lied. So her favorite was Wanted by Night until about 2 weeks ago, whenever I started wearing Layton a lot more so I could get through my decants and buy a full bottle. Because as you guys know, Layton just won my World Cup of fragrances. And so I wanted to wear it a bunch, and I did. And she said that's probably my new favorite fragrance. So Layton is her new favorite fragrance, along with Wanted by Night. I would probably put, but they're very similar type fragrances, fall and winter. That warm, kind of fruity, it's really good. Even though Wanted by Night leans more to the cinnamon, and the Layton leans more towards that apple. What's Legrand? What's that mean, Jamie? Legrand. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. With that said, let's get into the next one. The next one is, wait, I just need to tell you guys this. I'm sorry, somebody just texted me. Paris Corner Wild and Tobacco. I'm not going to mention it again. If you can find that fragrance, because I can't find it, but if you can find that fragrance, freaking find it and buy it, because it is amazing. It's a red tobacco clone, but it's a little bit lighter. It's so good. Oh, Jamie, it's Layton, Layton. I just posted it on my, what's up, Ross? Here. Jamie, I just posted the Layton on my community tab if you want to see what it is. 1 second, everybody. Everybody say what's up to Ross from TLTG. I was just talking about you, Ross. Your ears burning, as you say. Let's see, copy messages. There we go. All right, Ross, you don't have to. I was just sending the link to you just in case you want to join. Mike, if you're still in here, I'll also send it to you if you want to join, just like last time. If you're still in my, I don't talk to you on there very much because I have your, damn it. 1 second, guys. I need to find Mike from iSmell because I usually text him and I don't have my phone right now. iSmell. There we go. All right, sent. All right, everybody. There we go. We got our first guest, and that is, say hello to, wait, where's Ross? There we go. Say hello to Ross from TLTG.
Say hello to my little friend. What's up, everybody?
Did it let you on, Ross?
Is my audio not working?
Hold on. It's not letting me. Give me 1 second.
I'm on. Can you guys see me?
Also send it to, but give me 1 second. All right, what's up, Ross?
Can you guys what's up, man? Can you see me?
No, I can see you now. I just don't know why it wasn't. It's not working on my headphones.
Oh, so about to say I see me and I checked my audio feedback. I was like, yeah, it's coming through. You should see me.
Headphones. What the fuck is going on?
So I hear the feedback. I see me and I checked my audio feedback. I was like, yeah, that's weird.
You should see me. 1 second, Ross.
You gotta turn the volume down on one of them. And now a word from our sponsors.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I honestly was not thinking about that at all.
Yeah, because if you got it playing on two different things, it's gonna
because all right, there we go. So I got a new mic that straps onto my shirt, and I wasn't thinking about hearing the other person.
Oh, so that mic's hooked up the whole time. I got you.
No, yeah. So, but that was a much easier fix than last fucking time.
Yeah, no shit.
So what's going on, dude?
Not a whole lot. Just kind of laying back. I filmed my weekly rotation. I didn't put it out today because I'd put a video out plus 2 live streams yesterday. So I was like, I need a break.
You definitely.
I've been running hard, you know.
Yeah, that's why I was saying yesterday. You're never live anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, you're always being a smart ass in the chat, talking about getting my head bigger and all that. Shut up.
Yeah.
I always say, shut up, Randy.
Every time now that somebody says in Ross is live, like Evening Mystique is my favorite fragrance, I'm like, Big Head Ross has entered the chat.
And I always tell him to shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
Let people tell me that it's good, damn it.
Yeah, seriously. No, it is.
Let me enjoy my moment.
Yeah, that's why I was just saying your ears burning, because I was just talking about Evening Mystique and Second Soul. How I finally got Second Soul in, but Evening Mystique is on its way again.
I know, man. I'm sorry.
No.
And look, I haven't gotten the chance. I've been so crazy hectic. I still haven't put business over pleasure in the mailbox for you, man. I'm sorry.
No, I don't care.
It's literally right the hell there. Like I can kick it. It's so close to me. It's right there. You're one of the. I promise I'm going to get that to you. I promise I will.
I honestly don't. I don't even have Evening Mystique right now to do the review anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it doesn't even matter. No, not a big deal, bud. So one of my subscribers sent me this. It's called Bourbon Street.
Yeah, I had them reach out to me. I'm trying to limit myself to stuff that really excites me. And yeah, the New Orleans tie sounds amazing, but I'm kind of marinating on if I want to do a collaboration with them or not. Yeah, if you happen to be watching, I've seen your email. I haven't responded yet.
No, yeah, he reached out to a few reviewers, but it's kind of like Strong With You Absolutely meets Killing Angel Share. I think
he's strategically been saying that's his sin of the day. I think he's got a YouTube profile that's not the name of the brand, because you know I do my sin of the day post every day. Yeah, the same profile every day is wearing that fragrance.
Yeah.
So you tell me who that is. You know?
Right. Hey, Mike, just an FYI, I sent you an invite too on Instagram, just in case you want to join. That's up to you. Mike from I Smell. I saw him in there, so I sent it to him too, because I know that you have him join on yours as well. So.
Yeah, Mike's good dude.
Yeah. So there's always some people though, whenever you have them go into your lives, that it just the conversation just doesn't fit right. I mean,
well, I'm very specific on who I let on my panels and stuff.
Oh, I know you are.
The times that I do, I got to be in the mood to chop it up on screen, because most, you know me, you watch a lot of my lives. Most of the time, I'm just wanting to chop it up with the chat.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and then you had your I said you had your treadmill live yesterday, and I got on and I was getting off the treadmill. You're like, no,
you get back on the damn treadmill.
And I was like, I knew that, but as soon as I would get on that treadmill, I mean, I was on there for 45 minutes, but even if I'm on there for 5 minutes, I'd be.
Well, that's the thing. If I would have upped it to 12 on the incline, I'd have been huffing and puffing a lot harder than I was.
Yeah,
sure. That's why I was like, let me just put it in incline of 6. It'll be manageable. I'll still get my heart rate up, and I won't make it brutal to watch for everybody watching.
Somebody said that your hat is magnificent.
I appreciate that. Thank you, man. It's actually a snapback. It's a 59. It's a 950, not a 5950.
I just actually bought a new hat today when I went. I told you I was going shopping in Outback today.
Yes, you did.
And found this at Adidas. I think it's a really sick beanie. So
that's clean. I like the contrast. The patch really has a good contrast on that brown.
Yeah, and it was normally $30, but they have a 75% off sale. So I got it for like
there's
12.
a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of sales popping right now because it's January. It's the slowest month of the year in sales and marketing.
Yeah, it's nice. I even asked him. I said, "Do you always have these sales after Christmas?" He's like, "No, it's just a marketing ploy that we do usually around Christmas until like January 15th."
Yeah. That's what it is. The Christmas sales start the week of Thanksgiving and don't end till like my birthday, which is January 21st.
I was at Saks Fifth Avenue today, and they had Polo Blue Parfum, a 4.2 ounce and a 1.7 ounce refill for $60.
Damn.
And then
like the new one, Polo Blue Parfum.
Yeah. And,
damn.
Yeah, I know, right? And
can
then
you do me a favor and go buy it, and I'll send you the money via PayPal, and I'll pay for the shipping, and you ship the shit to me?
Yeah, okay.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah, that's
hell
fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
hell
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will go out. I'll have to go out Friday, so
I'll send you the money. Like you'll be able to pay for it with my money.
I'll just
send you the money.
I'll Instagram you on Friday when I go out with my daughter.
Yes,
and then
please,
if they, as long as they had about 20 of them, so I'm sure they won't sell out of it.
They'll probably start, because look, for that price, I've been waiting on the right price to get it because my decant's empty. I want it.
Yeah,
that's the price is right for that.
$60 for a 4.2 ounce, and then you also get a 1.7 refill.
I'll probably never use the refill, but just for the 4 ounce alone, $60. That's great.
Yeah, and then I got this. So they come in these little bags, and I got
that reminds me of like the early 2000s, that Polo script.
Yeah,
that's
and so
right
for $39.99, I got the red EDP and EDT. So it comes with a 4.2 ounce and the
I got the 4.2 ounce of the Eau de Parfum,
and then it comes with the 1 ounce since they couldn't do the refill for that one. And then they also gave you the other crap, but it was $39.99 for that and the EDP. So I spent $70 and I got
Damn, dude, that's some great prices.
I know. I didn't expect to see it there.
Because I'm a big Polo fan. I love the Ralph Lauren Polo lines. All of them. Black, double black, the green ones, the red, the blue line. I like all of them.
Exactly. And I was actually hoping for a black Parfum this year.
Boy, they haven't revisited that line in a long time.
Yeah,
I just recently found double black for $40 at Ross, like 2 months ago or something like that.
Yeah,
it was nice to walk down memory lane. That's like what the early 2000s smelled like, right before 2010, that 07, 2008, 2009 range. I was like the scent of that era.
Right. Alan, he lives down the street from me. It's at Saks Fifth Avenue out at Tanger.
Oh, there you go. Go to Tanger.
Yeah, it's Tanger outlets.
Yeah.
Do you guys have one?
It's a chain.
Oh, okay.
They don't have Tanger. It's not Tanger here. I forgot what the name of the outlets is here, which is Castle Rock, 30 minutes up the road. But Tanger outlet, that's South Mississippi.
Yeah.
They got it in, I think, is that the name of the outlets in Gonzales and Baton Rouge, Louisiana? Around Baton Rouge, Gonzales area, Louisiana. I'm not sure. Tanger in several places in Texas that I've been to. I've been to 2 of them in Texas.
We have 2 other names.
It's a chain.
Yeah, we have 2 other ones that are outlets that are a little bit further.
Yeah, they got
away
Houston
from us.
Premium Outlets, and then 30 minutes away is Tanger Outlet, and it is.
Yeah,
I can't wait to get back to Texas for all the cool stuff I used to find for great prices.
What city are you moving to?
Conroe.
Is that around any major city?
So it's north of Houston.
North of Houston.
Yeah. When I used to live there, I was south of Houston. Now I'm going to go north of Houston.
Oh, nice. What made you want to go back? Just the weather?
A whole lot of stuff. Cost of living keeps going up everywhere, and it's just better in Texas. The economy's still better in Texas. Housing market's better in Texas. We don't like the style of houses here, and they're outrageously priced. If you're not going to want to buy a house where you live, why stay there?
Yes. Hey, Scott, you're from my area too, because that's where I go, Washington, PA. Washington, PA. I'm outside of Pittsburgh. I'm at South Park. That's where I live. And it's about 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes to Tanger outlets from here. And Scott said he goes to the one in Washington, PA. So I guess he lives near me too.
Well, there you go, guys. $60, you can get Polo Blue Parfum.
It's
with a refill.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Don't buy them all up. I need Randy to get me one. Don't buy all of them yet, guys.
Yeah, and I would honestly go, but I work the next 5 days.
No,
so
man,
I'll be going.
I just appreciate you being willing to go do it, because I don't have that deal around me, and I would love to secure that package.
No, you'll definitely get
absolutely.
as long as it's there on Friday, because me and my daughter go out, and I'll just say we're going out to Tanger on Friday, and we'll go out to Outback again, and we still have like $200 worth of gift cards. My mom won some shopping spree from there and gave it to me for Christmas, me and my daughter, and it's like $600.
Wow.
Yeah, she just won in some contest and just gave it to me, and I was like, woo, because they have
awesome.
They have a fragrance outlet, a perfume emporium, Ralph Lauren, Adidas, Nike.
I love going to the Polo, the Ralph Lauren outlets.
Yeah.
Going to a Polo outlet. Polos, we go back to the fragrances. I come from the era when Polo was really like what everybody was wearing. Because I'm the color match guy, obviously.
Right.
And when it comes Polos, that's the way to go. You get your shirt and whatever color the horse is matching all together.
Yeah.
That's
wait till you start seeing me in my lives during spring and summer. I look more like you during the spring and summer, as far as like the color match. During the winter,
yeah, I'm all about color matching, man.
Yeah, during the winter, I don't really have color matching stuff outside of which usually I'm wearing hoodies and stuff. So I guess technically, like I have my white Puma hoodie and hat, but with my glasses, it's kind of hard to wear a beanie. Because it kind of sticks out.
That being irritating.
It is irritating.
Like I don't like wearing sunglasses unless I have a flat bill on.
Yeah.
With a curved bill hat, it'll like really push my ears down, or it'll want to push down on my nose because I wear aviators.
Yeah, so that's why
I have to wear a flat bill when I'm going to wear sunglasses.
Yeah, and I told you my daughter dyed my hair red, so that's also why I'm not wearing a hat this time.
Yeah, you don't want to mess your hat up. It's fresh.
Scott said I bought a Polo Cologne Intense 8-ounce. I didn't even know they made 8-ounce until I went to Marshall's the other day and they had them for $49. And I'm like, what the heck is an 8-ounce cologne? Who's gonna go through an 8-ounce cologne?
That's freaking. Let's see, 4 ounce, 120. So that's 240 ml.
That's
nuts. A lot.
I mean, I guess
that's a lot.
I guess I have an Ultramall 6.8 ounce. So,
yeah, but that's just 200 ml.
Yeah.
This is another 40 on top of that.
That's just nuts.
Phew.
But I have a few other fragrances.
Yeah, I got a 4 ounce of Cologne Intense. I bought it the day it dropped in the US. I was really excited for it. And when spring rolls around, you guys will see it in the rotation videos. I love that. I think it's great. It got shit on a little bit when it came out because I guess people were expecting something different because of the name.
Yep.
But I love it. It's fresh green, violet leaf, a little ambroxan. It's very, very good.
What was I going to say? I was talking about a fragrance, and it made me think of you right before you got on. Have you tried Lattafa Eternal Oud?
No.
It is a clone of, and I didn't know what it was a clone of until I just sprayed it, because as soon as I sprayed it, I smelled it, and I'm like, that's Grand Soir.
Oh, really?
It is a clone of.
Why is the name Eternal Oud then?
I don't know.
Grand Soir.
It does have a slight bit of woodiness in the base, but for the most part, it's.
So that's their twist then.
Yeah, but it's faint.
Because Grand Soir has no woods.
It's super faint. But honestly, I got to tell you this. If you like, I know you like Grand Soir.
I love Grand Soir, yeah.
It's, obviously not the same quality, but for the price, it's fantastic.
Because look, I preach about, it's not really, you're not going to get the same quality. That's the thing, guys. If you want the experience, you got to go original.
Yep.
You got to. If you want the magic of what the scent profile is about, you got to go with the original, regardless 100%. Of how expensive it is. But you can get somewhat of a close experience with some of these cheaper ones, but it's going to smell comparatively. If you put the real one here and the clone here, it's going to be like night and day difference in quality.
It is. And I did, I'm actually waiting until I'm done with my live, and then I'm going to spray the Grand Soir on just to see how close it is. But just from my nose now, because
a lot of people's argument is, out in the air, nobody can tell. Well, yeah, the average person, definitely not. But somebody that's into it like all of us,
right?
You'll be able to tell it smells a little bit cheaper. But you'll be like, ooh, is it because anytime I smell Baccarat Rouge, I don't assume it's Baccarat Rouge. Because I'm so into this, I immediately assume it could be 100 different fragrances.
Right. And most of the time, it's not Baccarat Rouge. Most
not
of the time.
The gym. Now, especially when it's a chick that walks by, unless it's immensely strong, and I get that hit because I'm very familiar with the EDP and the X-Straight.
Yeah.
I've smelled it ad nauseum when I used to work at Mercedes. Every chick with money that walked through the door was wearing a version, one of the two of Baccarat Rouge, because they're shopping at Mercedes. They can afford the damn bottle, So it's gotten to the point to where when you walk by, I'm going to say I'm going to be 8 out of 10 times I'm gonna get it right on if it's the real deal or it's something that smells like Baccarat Rouge.
Right.
And most of the time, I've yet to have it hit me here at the gym where I was like, "Whoo, she's wearing expensive ass fragrance to the gym." It's only when I'm out at different like department stores and stuff when I smell it where it's got a better chance of it being the real. I know this is a random tangent. I get it.
No, yeah.
But I've gotten so familiar with the real ones on other people, not just on myself, on other people. I smelled it so much that it's pretty easy to tell when it's a clone and when it's not out in the air because of the experiences I've had with it. You know,
right. The only time that it fooled me was with the Al Haramain.
That one does get close out in the air. It really does. It really, that's why I like it so much. Because it does get really close. Because
my wife sprays on both my Baccarat Rouge extrait and then,
that's my favorite.
Yeah, she sprays that on. She also sprays on the Eau de Parfum, and then she also sprays on the Rouge. And so, which is why she just bought me a new bottle because it ran out. And she was wearing it the other day, and I was like, "Is that the EDP?" And she goes, "No, that's the Rouge." I was like, "Oh God, I should know that." I feel so bad about myself.
No, it is pretty. That's why it's kind of my favorite, and it's kind of held me off because I still have some sprays left in my travel set from the extrait and the EDP, but I really want to get a 70 ml of the extrait eventually.
Right.
It's just so damn expensive for 70 ml of a fragrance. Even from discounters, it's like, even if I could get a tester from Kushik, it's still going to be hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, that's why I was going to say, I just got my Grand Soir 2 days ago from Kushik for $165, and I was like, just that price.
That's a phenomenal price for that too. That's pretty hard to beat.
Some big head Ross just entered the chat. I follow you, Ross, for over 2 years now. Have Evening Mystique, fantastic. May look into a YouTube channel this year sometime, and we will see. Really have a passion for these fragrances.
I appreciate you, Scott. God forbid somebody pay me a compliment and Randy's around.
Big hit Ross.
Yeah, God forbid. But I appreciate you, Scott. Thank you, man.
No, I honestly, in all honesty, guys, Ross's fragrances are, fragrance, because I've only tried the Evening Mystique, is one of the most unique fragrances that I've tried in the last year. Second Soul is an amazing dry down from Justin. Good. You guys, if you're worried about the price, which a lot of people did tell me they were, just because spending that money, you can finance it. I was saying that in your chat yesterday. A lot of people didn't know that. You could do the pay in 4, or you could pay over 12 months. And you could
but do you really want to finance a $160?
No, I was just saying, people were saying, I don't have the money to spend that. And I was like, well, those are the options.
That's what I was telling George the other day. I said, a lot of my audience is the affordable side of this community on YouTube. Right. I said, it's funny because people message me all the time. Do you think you'll still have stock at this point or at this point? Because I'm saving up towards it. And I'm flattered by it. I appreciate them really wanting to try it either because they love what they're hearing, or maybe they've gotten a sample and tried it, or they just really want to support me because they may have missed out on business over pleasure. So it's usually one of those three things. It's interesting to see. And I really hope everybody can get their nose on it that wants to, because that's been the biggest compliment to me, is when people say it's the most unique of the three.
Yeah, and
because that to me, because you guys hear me say enthusiast fragrance all the time, that was my goal. I was hoping mine would be the most unique because it's more for the niche lovers.
Yeah, the rose super essence. I've told you before, I do not like rose fragrances, but the rose that you put in your fragrance is phenomenal.
Well, I can't take that credit. That was a Claude call.
I know. I heard that.
That was Claude.
I actually was surprised when you said that, but
yeah, Iris was I wanted to keep the Iris, but the Rose Super Essence edition was Claude. Yeah. But that's also what made my fragrance the most expensive fragrance oil ZAHAROFF's ever purchased.
Yeah, I remember George was going through about how he made the call, and you sure that's what you want? I don't care. Money's not an option.
He made me say this is the one, and I was certain before. He's like, okay, I have to tell you, because naturally I'm like, oh no, we can change it. It doesn't have to be. And he's like, nope, that's what she said, the one. Because the funny thing is, because Florentine Iris is the most expensive oil in perfumery. And I don't know if it's second or third, but Rose Super Essence is right behind it. So that's what makes it so expensive. And then I have a high oil concentration. It's 25%.
Yep. And so then Justin's is 24. Hers is
24. The weird thing, it just goes to show how crazy perfumery can be sometimes. 25% it fell flat, according to him, when he was doing his testing to pick the right concentration. 24% was the right one to encapsulate what he wanted from it in the opening.
That's interesting.
25%, he said it fell flat and wore too heavy to the skin.
Hey, Newt.
1%.
I hope your daughter feels better, or your son. He said he had to leave because his kid was sick. So
I'm sorry to hear that, Newt. Hope they feel better soon, man.
Yep. But yeah. So Scott, you live in Western PA. Yeah, create a channel. We'll have 3 of us in Western PA down in South Hills making some videos. Me and Alan, and then you can join us.
There you go.
And then
Make
we'll
a little
have
click.
Yeah, then we'll
have
have
the PA click.
Yeah, then we'll have Ross down in Texas.
Yeah, I'm moving to Texas. So we're probably looking at October. The timing's not working out perfectly for March, so we're probably looking at October. So I'll probably be here till the fall.
And are you getting your stuff flown down, or are you getting a big?
No, I'm going to pay a moving company.
I've never actually moved that far, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah, because since I moved here, we went from I got rid of my Challenger and we just had the SUV to now we have the SUV, we have the Infinity, and we have my motorcycle. So it's not like I can just drive a truck.
Yeah.
Like I drove here. I can't drive the truck here. So I actually have to pay, and pods is outrageous. And I'm going to have to pay for labor to help me anyway. So I'm probably just like a college hunks or something like that will probably be the route I'll go.
Yeah, see, whenever I moved, I moved from South Park to about 20 minutes away. Then I moved about an hour away. Then I moved back to South Park, or Bethel Park, which is about where Alan lives, about 5 minutes away from here. Then I moved back to South Park. So I've moved really in a little circle, and all I did was buy a U-Haul and drive my stuff.
So I'll tell you what, the multiple cross state move sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. We moved out here because we didn't want to wonder what if. My wife's biological father and stepmother out here. And we spent a couple of, it'll make literally November would be 3 years we've been here. So we'll be moving in October is the way the timeline is going to shake out. And so we'll have given it 3 years, but we've been knowing for a little while that we don't want to stay here long term. It's a homesick kind of thing. My uncle's 2 hours away he was 2 hours away from us in our previous spot in Texas in Sugar Land, whereas Conroe, he's still 2 hours away. So my uncle, who we're very close to, is right there. And then my mom and my grandmother, all of them that, my wife is super close with, 5 hours away versus where we are here, flying's the option.
Right.
Way too far to drive.
See, my whole entire life, I always wanted to move to the Carolinas, not only for cost of living, but you're also close to the beach, but you could also choose to be a little bit further from the beach where you're not getting like the tropical storms or the hurricanes or whatever. Yeah. And I just didn't want to do it because my entire family literally lives 5 minutes away from me. And so if I move away, my daughter loses her 10 cousins.
Yeah. Well, see, when we moved from Louisiana to Texas, my mom lived across the street. She bought the house across the street from us because we had bought it was the 6th house to go up on the street, our house that we had bought. And one of the last houses to be sold it's like my mom bought the demo home, which was directly across the street. And I said, really? You had to buy the house across the street? So naturally, her and my wife are super tight over the years, so she misses my mom. That's one of the biggest things. So we're going to go back.
Well, now that you say that, I don't know if you saw what happened in my live the other day. It was not fun.
What happened?
So speaking of parents moving next door, I live in an HOA condo community. And when we moved into this house, my wife's parents moved next door. And her dad is the HOA president, so he has keys to all of the places. And so in the middle of my live, he just walks right in and was like, "Randy, what are you?" And I was like, I'm on my live. And then he rang my doorbell like 3 times. And I was like, I got in a huge fight with him. My wife's like,
yeah, I'd be pretty irritated. Like, dude, you can't just roll up in here whenever unannounced like that.
Yeah, I was like,
very disrespectful.
I was like, people in my live are probably sitting there thinking like, does he live with his parents or something? I'm like,
probably,
dude. Yeah. Are you serious? You just walked right into my house. And got in a huge argument after the live. And my wife's like, he doesn't want to talk with you anymore. I was like, you think I give a shit? I was like, you really think I care? He just walked right into my house.
Some people can't understand what's disrespectful and what's not disrespectful.
Exactly.
Maybe he'll come to that realization at some point. Maybe he'll let his ego down and realize that he was wrong.
No.
Maybe he should approach things. I'm not saying tomorrow.
No, he's one of those. I'm the dominant of the family. Everybody else has to.
Narcissistic for that.
Yeah, and I grew up with everybody in my family was just like even keel. Like we do whatever you want to do. If you want to do something, we'll go do that. You want to do something, we'll go do that. And they grew up differently. You do what Dad says. And so I kind of had to, like when my wife was pregnant, we had my daughter, and my wife had a brain aneurysm when she was born from pushing, and she almost died. She was life flighted, and so she was up for 3 months, couldn't even hold our daughter. She wasn't allowed to pick up any weight. Me and her dad got into, like, this is when we first met them. Like I first met them because they lived far away.
Yeah, and, so it's not something where you saw them all the time.
I speared them through a table. I mean, it got to that point.
Damn, that's badass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's technically not a good thing.
No, but it was
not taking no bullshit. I like that.
Definitely did Goldberg to his ass.
Hey man, I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't have tolerance for disrespect like that.
Yeah, and I've always been like I've always been a nice even keel guy. Like
you've always struck me that way. Like you telling me you speared him through a table. That's, one of the last things I expected to come out of your mouth.
I have 3 older brothers, so the evil side can come out if need be. But I don't like that, and I've never wanted to go that way. And some people just push me over the edge. Maybe 2 or 3 in my entire life, and he was one of them.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
But anyway, back to I was on a huge tangent that time. You're talking about your tangent with the Baccarat Rouge. I just went on a huge tangent. Man.
We're getting to know each other better with a live audience.
Yeah, I look like your little brother.
You do. You definitely do. He now he's got his head shaved and everything, but when he had hair with his glasses on, you look much closer than the picture I showed you.
With the red hair and all that?
No, not with the red hair. He had brown hair, like the color of my beard.
Yeah. Someone said next is a Stone Cold Stunner.
There you go. Just hit him with an RKO or a diamond cutter. That's better.
Oh, I can't believe you just said the Diamond Dallas Page diamond cutter. I forgot about that.
I mean, Randy Orton ripped him off. So
that was such a long time ago, and that was Randy Orton did rip him off, right?
Yeah, he ripped him off because it's out of nowhere. That's what the diamond cutter was. It was out of nowhere. Get you from every angle, no matter what move he could turn it into the diamond cutter. Randy Orton ripped it off. That's the exact same premise with the same move.
One of my favorites, actually. I used to love watching WWF when I was growing up. So what are you wearing today? I didn't even ask.
I'm wearing Cedrat Essence Paris Corner.
Oh, the Cedrat Boise clone.
It's still going really good. I have it on each forearm and then going around my neck. It's a bit fresher than Cedrat Boise. It's more about the citrus than the fruity smell. And it's a little bit more musky as it dries. It's a cleaner scent. It's not as woody. What
about the leather?
I don't get any leather from this one.
Well, then there you go, guys. I know a lot of you guys in my
I don't really get
chat
any leather.
Do not like, and especially when I did my Cedrat Boise videos, they said I would like it if it wasn't so much leather. So
you would like this one more. And it's $30 from perfumeonline.ca. That's where my bottle came from. $30.
That's nice.
It's about the same performance too. 6-8 hours. Longevity, about the same projection. It's a little bit more airy because it's fresher, but for $30, pretty damn nice. I'm impressed. I'm gonna do a review on it soon. I'm going through the testing process, doing some full wearings and stuff.
I need to get my nose on some more Paris Corners. That was the first one I ever tried, was the Wild and Tobacco, and figures I can't find it anywhere. I'm just so pissed that I can't find that. But somebody just sent me, for the first time, I'm trying All Harmain's L'Aventure. Never tried that.
Yeah, the Creed Aventus clone.
Yeah.
I've never tried it either.
Off-Non Supremacy and Oud.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is good.
That's a good one. If you like the Oud for Greatness DNA, you'll like that one.
Never tried Oud for Greatness until...
So that one's not a direct clone. Just like not only Intense from Off-Non is not directly Creed Aventus or Hachivat. It kind of falls in between because it's all oak moss and blackcurrant.
Right.
Doesn't even have pineapple and rose and all that stuff. Same thing with Supremacy and Oud. It's not a straight up carbon copy of Oud for Greatness. It's a lot more saffron. Like people say they smell a little bit of Baccarat Rouge 540 and Oud for Greatness. You get more of it in Afnan's
I was
version.
gonna say, because I just sprayed this on and I didn't look at any of the notes at all.
And it immediately reminded you of it, did it? Like Baccarat Rouge with oud.
Yeah,
Basically.
and it was like, and then there was patchouli and musk. I remember there's getting that.
It's strong too, dude. Get ready.
Yeah,
It's real strong.
So I've only done them on testers so far, but I know I need
Oh
to
yeah,
get
when
them
you
on
put
skin.
it on skin, it'll really open up. It is strong. Yeah, I just talked about it in my clone video from yesterday. So I'm looking at the bottle. It's right there. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I'm super excited.
Afnan's kind of my favorite of these Middle Eastern houses. I really like Lattafa and Paris Corner. Like, there's things I like about all of them, but if I had to just pick one house to wear there, that's the Middle Eastern house I wear. As far as cheap stuff, Amouage would be the ultimate, obviously, but Afnan's the one. They've not, I've not felt average or mediocre about not one fragrance from them. Everything's been very good to great.
Yeah, somebody said the thing about the Afnan 9 p.m. Yesterday about, like, do you think I'll like that? It's like, if you're looking for a why are you looking for a Jean Paul Gaultier Ultramall clone if you don't like Ultramall?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, man, if you don't like that, you won't like this.
Yeah, it's like me saying,
literally just a fruitier take. It's like 85-90% ultra male. Just the biggest difference is apple versus pear. It's more fruity and sweet at the top.
It's like me
it's
saying,
smoother. It's better. I'd take it 10 times out of 10 over ultra male. It is better, but it's still ultra male.
Yeah, it's like me saying I didn't like Initio Oud for Greatness, so I think that I'm really going to be excited about the Supremacy in Oud. It's like doesn't make any sense. I was wondering.
Yeah, it's not a big enough difference. Even though I'm talking about the differences with that one, it's not a big. It's not like a.
It's still
40% difference. It's like 10 or 15% difference. You know,
exactly.
Very very minuscule.
But you do have a lot more people in your lives than I do, so you're always going to have one or two of those.
Oh, I get all kinds of random comments, but it's all subscribers. Like, to be in the chat, you have to be subscribed for at least 14 days.
Yeah, and it sucks that I can't do that until I get my Mac. You can only do that on, even if I set it up on a computer and then do it on the phone, it won't let me. It'll actually.
I do it from my phone if I'm setting the live up while I'm at the gym.
No, but you do the live on your computer, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I did it from my phone the other day too. The one me and you did was from my phone, and it was subscribers only, 14 days.
You filmed the live from your phone?
Mm-hmm. From StreamYard, yeah. But I mean, it's a YouTube setting.
Yeah, I know, and I did it the one time, and it said it wouldn't let me.
That's weird, because when you go to the little broadcast logo right below the pencil, it's you can turn. I'd always turn live chat replay on, and I click subscribers, custom. 2 weeks save.
Yeah, and see, that's what I did, and I hit save, and then whenever I went in to start the live, but I wasn't using StreamYard at that point. I was using YouTube Live.
But I mean, it shows it on YouTube's live chat. You know what I mean? Like, it's a YouTube thing. So that's kind of weird that it's not letting you do that.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me, and I even had to redo my live. But as you know, I've been having a lot of issues with my live streams lately. Like today, having that microphone that I thought was like freaking amazing, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh wait, I have to talk to somebody.
Yeah, you're gonna need to hear as well.
It sounded great too. I mean, I just went and bought that from Best Buy, and I was like, sweet.
So it's like a lapel mic.
Yeah, it's one of those ones you just put right on your
just clip on.
Yeah, and I was
I got a purple Panda one that came in a kit that I used for my helmet when I used to do some moto vlogs.
Yeah,
and then I have a regular Type-C one that plugs into my phone.
Yeah, and see, I was going to do the Blue Yeti, like I told you. I was going to plug in my iPhone, use it as the webcam and all that stuff, but that didn't work because the computer that I use, again, it's my work computer, does not allow me to download webcam software. And so I actually have to buy my own laptop in order to do that. So even if I got a Logitech webcam, I would still have to download the software for it. I mean, I think so. Because I think you need software to download.
Yeah, because everything I have Logitech, I've downloaded software for, which includes my master mouse. I have software for that. For my webcam, I have Logitech Capture for that, which we're on right now. And see,
I have a PC, but my PC is facing my kitchen, so I ain't doing my lives.
I got software for everything though. I got Elgato Wave software for the mic. I've got the Corsair app to adjust all the lights and everything for my K70 keyboard. I got software for all kinds of shit. It's ridiculous.
Somebody said, oh wait, hold on, 1.4 ounce, 65 summertime fragrance that'll cut through the cold. No, I'm reading that wrong. Sorry. 1.4 ounce for 65, so that is sex. Nice. Okay. No, never mind. They were talking about what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, like Alan said right here, even a cheap lapel mic is good. Yeah, it's way better than using the audio in your phone.
Yeah,
I ran my YouTube channel from my phone for a long time, my last phone. Which even when I'm traveling, I don't even bring my camcorder. I just use my phone.
Yeah, see, I'm going to end up getting the full setup, but honestly, I started my channel off a whim originally, and so I was like, hey, if I can use Splice to edit my videos, I don't need to use my computer for anything. I'll end up buying a Mac at some point in time and just use that for everything. But at this point in time,
I pay so much for software, man. I pay $30 a year for Filmora, Wondershare Filmora that I use to edit on my computer, my main editing software. I pay $6.69 is what it turns out to for VivaCut Pro, which is the app I use on my phone. When I edit from my phone, I pay $5 a month for the pro version of PixArt, which is where I make my thumbnails. I do that every month. I pay Linktree recently. The pro version of Linktree went up from $6. I think it's like $10 now. That's every month.
StreamYard.
I pay $25 a month for StreamYard. Like it's just all now. Granted, all this stuff's write-offs.
Right.
For me, it is write-offs for me. I'm 1099 through Google. You know.
Yeah.
But it's all provable write-offs. It's all stuff I use for my setup and everything. But man, it's every month I have all these reoccurring bills for just different, and some of them I don't use all the time, like the app to edit on my phone. That's only when I travel, but I look at it as it's just a few dollars a month. So when I need it, it's there, because you never know when I'm out and about and it's like I want to do something real quick. And I've been using it for years. I ran my channel through that app on my phone for a long time before I got the camcorder, built another computer and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I pay $4.99 for Splice. My thumbnail is a free thumbnail maker, and then I use removebackground.com, which just removes the background from my picture. So I pay $4.99.
Remove.bg.
Yeah.
So I use that for the bottles, but when it comes to cutting myself out or other people, I use my PixArt. I use that because it's much more detailed, because it doesn't lower the resolution of the picture. Whereas if you don't pay for the pro version of the Remove website, it lowers the resolution to a standard definition, which on the bottles, it's fine. I don't care. But when it comes to the people, if it's me or somebody I'm collabing with or whatever, I don't want to lower the resolution.
Yeah. So what do you think the best is? Fierce, Legend, or Percival? For me, it's Percival.
Percival.
Yeah. Percival is by far the best.
It's the most expensive one for a reason, but it's crazy strong. It's the best smelling one to me. Yeah. It's the highest quality smelling one for all of them still being synthetic, including Percival. It's full of synthetics that have more of a chemical smell, because some people hate when I say synthetic. I get flack for that.
No, me too.
From the nose up snobs.
Yeah.
Kick rocks if me saying synthetic.
No, 100%.
But it's just so, like, I don't need more than 4 sprays, Randy. Like, I fill a room, I choke my wife out in the car. It's crazy how strong Percival is.
Yeah, I agree. I sprayed about 4 times. And
yeah, it's all I need. If it's really strong on me, 4 is my max. Dior Homme Parfum, Red Tobacco, you name it. Any of these fragrances that are really strong on me, 4 is the max. I'm showing out at 4 sprays.
Yep.
You know,
I 100%. Most of the ones that I wear now are the ones that are going to be the 4 spray ones that are.
Well, it's that time of year, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and after Percival would probably go Legend and Fierce for me.
Same. That's my order too. I would take Legend over Fierce every time. If you're looking for the best option for the money, go with Legend.
Yeah.
Or if you want an even better version, Legend EDP.
Or if you want an even better option than that, Legend 2013 edition, which is the best Legend of all of them. And it's still
the summer 2013.
Yep.
See, I have the 2014.
The 2013 is the best edition. You can still buy it on eBay for like $90.
That's where I got my 2014 edition. I never tried the 2013. For those of you who wonder what we're referencing, it's the Blue Bottle summer editions of Legend.
Yeah, this is Legend 2013 special edition, and it is my favorite.
I haven't tried that. And look, 2014 is really good, but I know they are different. They did change the formula.
Yeah. I mean, either one of them are going to be good. But for me, I just waited till Joma Shop got that PDM sale and got my Percival for $93. So I was like, all right, good.
That's a damn good price.
That's what they put them on there. 75 mils for $93 or 4.2 ounce for $121.
Damn, that's cheap.
Yeah, I know. They do it every
Good Lord.
4 months.
That's ridiculously cheap.
I think
I
Kushik's.
got Greenlee and Percival together.
Yeah,
Like down King of Fragrance.
I got Sedley and Percival. I need to get Greenlee still.
Yeah, I have Sedley too. I would take Sedley over all the ones we just mentioned. I love Sedley.
Yeah, me too.
Sedley's really good. You can wear that for everything.
So for me, it's Sedley, Percival, Greenlee. Those are the three.
That's how it would go for me too.
But I like all three of them for different reasons. Like Greenlee is my springtime. Sedley is my spring and summer, really. And then Percival's really all year round.
Sedley's when I'm going somewhere and have something to do that's not just a regular casual outing.
Yeah.
Whereas with Percival, that shows out a little bit more because it's so strong comparatively. Of the three we're talking about, guys, Percival's the strongest one of the three. So that's when I want to show out a little bit more. But on a casual day, Greenlee and Sedley.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Someone was just talking about Aura Fragrance. Yeah, I talk about Aura Fragrance all the time.
Aura's a good place too.
They have the best deals on, like, Juliet has a gun and PDM and stuff like that.
They do great.
Do you have a clock in front of you?
It is 6:47 Mountain Time.
79, 9:47. All right, I got 13 minutes.
You're not 3 hours ahead of me. You're Eastern Time?
Oh, wait. I thought you were, never mind. You're Colorado. No. Yeah, so I'm 2 hours ahead. It's 8:48. Yeah.
Are you Central?
Right. No, I'm Eastern.
You're Eastern? Okay.
Yeah, so it's 8:48. I was thinking 1-3 instead of 1-2-3. I always forget that there is 1-2-3. Like Chicago's 1, you're 2, and then 3 is Pacific.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Because Justin, it's funny, anytime we do a Zoom, the four of us, me, George, Justin, and Andrea, Justin's in one time zone, then me, then George, then Andrea. We're in 4 different time zones, the four of us.
You see, I'm always used to online, like they do the Eastern or Pacific, and they never mention Central, so I always completely forget about it.
See, I grew up in Central, so I always think.
Yeah. So I've never tried this one. Somebody said Godolphin is a clone of Tuscan Leather, just less animalic. Do you agree with that?
That's why I'm nodding. Yeah, that's accurate.
Because
that is an accurate assessment.
I haven't tried it, and so
Godolphin is nice. I have a decan of it. Right? Nope, that's not it.
I definitely wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy a full bottle of it though.
No, if you have something that already smells like Tuscan Leather, especially if you have something niche that's like Bacio Immortelle.
Yep.
That's the ultimate Tuscan Leather scent for me. I take that over Tuscan Leather.
Really?
Yeah, I would. I've smelled Tuscan Leather a bunch of times, and it's amazing. But I just like Christian's take on it a little bit better, even though it supposedly wasn't intentional. It's niche Tuscan Leather. It is, just like Godolphin, but Godolphin's a little bit different. Like you were saying, less animalic.
I also
the Godolphin's really good too.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't go wrong with any of them.
I had a question for you. You'd be the best one to ask about this because I think you've tried them. If I had to pick up one to start out just to testing into this line, what would be the best Aaron Terrence Hughes to try?
I'm not the one. Brian, my 2 cents. That's your guy.
Oh, so you haven't tried them?
He's the closest person to Aaron here in the States that I know of, talks to him all the time, and he's got probably the most experience of everyone I know with Aaron's fragrances. There's only a few that I've tried. They've all been really good. Haze, Haze Blue, and Legend, and Smolder are the ones that come to mind. The only one I have a bottle of is Smolder. But as far as what to start with, I think Brian, if you could have a conversation with Brian from my 2 cents, he would be.
He was on my live a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he would be the best person I can think of to ask that question.
Because everybody keeps asking me, and I was like, you know what? I might as well just pick up the Aaron Terrence Hughes, the guy who does this all the time. That's all I've seen one of his videos, and I just remember him doing this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I just spilled a cologne all over my knee. It is, what is this? Barouge Perlador.
Never heard of that.
It's a clone of Carlisle.
Oh, well, at least your knee smells good.
Yeah, it actually smells really good. Lavender, a lot of violet, and oud.
I get a lot of the apple and the sweetness.
There's an apple and sweetness in this too, but it's all over my hand and my knee now. Always something going on in my life, bro. Seriously.
You're preaching to the choir, man. Preaching to the choir. I drop stuff all the time.
Yeah. So I did a video when I first started my channel thinking it would be super hilarious because it's called Spice Bomb. And so I was like, reviewing the spice bomb in my short, and then I pulled the pin and dropped it and act like, oh my God, I'm going to blow up. So I started running, and I dropped it on carpet, and it bounced up, and it hit my bedpost. And it was spice bomb infrared. And it hit my bedpost, cracked the atomizer, and spilled all over my floor.
That sucks.
We had to replace the carpet.
Oh God.
all because
we had to replace the carpet.
Yep. And thank God.
Wow.
And thank God we had an extra giant piece of the carpet in the other room, and so I was able to actually do it myself. But yes, I had to replace the carpet because it was a 3.4 ounce bottle of infrared that spilled all over my carpet.
I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
And the rest
and
of
also it's a 90 ml.
Yeah, and the rest of it, well, no, it was the 150 mil.
Oh, that's 5.1.
Yeah, with that one. And the rest of the one that didn't spill out, I just created my own little spice bomb bottle. I like
how you painted it.
Yeah, sometimes I get bored, so I just kind of like created it and put infrared on the side.
That's hilarious. That's an exclusive Fragarance Doud version of Spice Bomb infrared.
Yeah, and I was saying the guy who sent me the Bourbon Street, I realized that it's the same bottle of the one I made the spice bomb in.
Yeah, they're stock bottles.
Yeah, I thought I saw it before, but so you work tomorrow?
Yes, I work every day because I'm full time on YouTube, so I work
doing video. Okay, I honestly didn't know.
Yeah. I work every day.
I work 14-hour shifts, 4 days a week, and the rest of the time I'm off. And I do all my videos on Mondays. But I already
once we get off of this, I'm going to be editing. I filmed the weekly rotation literally 20 minutes before I clicked to see who was live and saw you were live.
Yeah, that's why I was telling you in the email that I give those away. I do a lot of decant giveaways and stuff like that, and a lot of times I give them away in those bottles. And so I was wondering if that's where you got it from. But yeah, anyway, I'm deciding because I did 2 full bottle giveaways last weekend. As you know, the Latafa Assad and stuff. So I'm not doing. I'm not doing a giveaway today. I'm doing it next week. I usually do them on my live, but right now I have too much shit to mail out.
Same. I need to get to the post office.
That's the worst part, isn't it?
That's the thing, is getting to the post office.
And the thing is I can get in my car and I can go to the post office. It's just the want to get in the car and go to the post office. I have 0% want to do that.
Because I go to the gym almost every day and it's the complete opposite direction. And you would think, oh, just swing by, but I'm exhausted, ready to get home and eat after the gym. And then on the way out, it's like I'm going to my therapy appointment is how I view it. Because it's like, I'm cool, calm, and collected, but boy, y'all better be thankful for the gym. You know what I mean? So I can get my stress out.
I was actually just talking with somebody yesterday. I said the reason I built, because you were asking when I joined your live, you didn't know that I had the
I didn't know you had the equipment in the man cave.
Yeah, and then I also have like a full gym to my disposal here that has like 25 machines and stuff like that.
Well, look, worst case scenario, if you need a key, you just hit up your father-in-law.
Yeah, no, see, we all have a key to that because there's a sauna and a pool and stuff like that. But I'm glad, and that was one of the reasons we moved in here was because I hate going to gyms with a bunch of people.
I'm so ready to be done. Look, I love the gym I go to, but it's always packed full of people. There's never less than 100 people at that gym. Yeah, and on a bad day, a real bad day, and look, I go at 11, 12 o'clock every day. I can't imagine what 4 or 5 o'clock looks like, but I've seen it with close to 200 people where there's 5, 6 people waiting on every single piece of equipment. It's a humongous gym, big commercial gym. It's only $21.99 a month, and it's got everything but a rope climb. Literally everything you could want minus a rope climb, from sauna, red light therapy chambers, tanning, aquassage, full basketball court, everything. I'd
be there every day.
Cycle rooms. It's huge. It's a badass gym.
Yeah.
It's just every freaking body goes there,
That was like
a ton of different gyms, but it's the most popular one for a reason.
Yeah, there was one that I used to go to when I was in football in high school. It's called Health Tracks. And they're like that. Like they had a basketball court, racquetball court.
You got everything, dude. It's the biggest gym I've ever been a member to.
I just can't do it. That's why I canceled my membership. I just don't like being around a lot of people whenever I'm working out.
Well, I was at Anytime Fitness before I switched to there, and it was, you have to get a little bit more creative because there's much less equipment to work with. Whereas there's way more to work with here, but it can be frustrating because you might wait 20 minutes for something, 15 minutes for something. That's one of the reasons I take so long at the gym.
Yeah.
So like I said, I can't imagine going early in the morning or around 4 or 5 o'clock, the two busiest times every day, because lunchtime is ridiculous. Anywhere from 11 to 1, I show up at the gym pretty much every day. Anywhere between 11 a.m. and 1. And it doesn't matter when I go. There's a minimum 100 to 120 people in that place, not counting employees.
That's nuts. I couldn't do it.
It's huge, though.
I like being able to wake up or before I go to bed, just go up, run on the treadmill, get my reps in, do some sit-ups, hit the bag, and go to sleep. Or wake up and do the same thing that I just said. Because I don't do a lot of stuff probably that you do. I just do very simple things. But still.
I do bodybuilding style workouts.
Yeah, I figured so.
Yeah.
I mean.
Very isolated movements.
Yeah, I do the normal just arms and sit-ups and crunches and
yeah, well, I mean, you're doing it for well-being. I'm physically trying to change my physique.
Right, correct, yeah. And that's not one thing that I ever care about, but I know one of my friends is just like you. Very similar to you. Actually remind me a lot of him. Whenever I first saw you, I thought you were him for a half a second. Yeah, seriously. His name's Adam. He's probably my best friend since I was growing up, and I thought the same thing because he even had you both have the beard.
Funny, I remind you of your childhood best friend, and you look like my little brother.
That's probably why we get along.
That's funny.
Best pickup fragrance by far for me is Parfums de Marly Galloway. Oh,
I don't wear that one enough. It is good. It doesn't get any love. It's musky. It's a clean iris. It's a little bit of citrus. It's powdery, but it's mainly the musk. It's a very clean musk. Good everyday clean fragrance. A little soapy. I'm kind of like Parfums de Marly's take on the clean soapy fragrance.
I have not tried Galloway. There's only 3 that I haven't tried: Godolphin, Galloway.
The bottle looks cool. It's like the picture of the Parfums de Marly bottle, but it's white porcelain.
Yeah, and I don't have Haltane, or haven't tried Haltane.
I haven't tried it either. I heard it's kind of like in the realm of an Oud for Greatness, but even more mass appealing.
Well, that would make sense since they're the same company. Or owned by the same company, I should say. I don't know how that works. I haven't actually paid attention to it. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm getting off. I have to go do my shit and then go
I
to
got
bed.
shit to do too. My wife had walked in like 20 minutes ago. She had no idea I was on. When I put my finger up like that, I was letting her know because she does not want to be on camera. Yeah. So she would have came around the desk. And she would have freaked as soon as she would have saw the screen. She would have freaked out, like, "Oh shit!" and she would have turned around.
My wife's the same. But she won't even be. Everybody's been asking for me to get her on my channel.
I gave up years ago, dude. She doesn't want to.
She said 5,000. First, she said 1,000. Then I got to 1,000 like 4 months, and then she's like, "All right, 5,000." And now I'm like, I went to 3,000 5 days ago, and now I'm at 3,200. And she's like, "Shit, that's gonna happen this year." Yeah. All right, man. Well, yeah, I'm like starry-eyed. I'm super hazed and tired right now.
No, do what you got to do, man. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming on.
Kind of making a streak. This is like 3 weeks in a row, I think.
Yeah, we'll continue to. I'll be on your streams. Always feel you know that you're always welcome on mine. I should probably I'm just gonna send you the link. Don't feel the need, but I'm just going to send you the link before I go on to each live, just in case you want to join. Okay. If you're around,
and I'll do the same. Anytime I plan on having guests, I'll keep sending you the link.
Absolutely,
I'll try to last time.
I'll try to be on your next Friday one. All right, bro. I'll see you
Appreciate
later.
Have a good night. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you all for being here.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Later,
I'm going to talk to you later. Peace. Hey guys, actually, I forgot that I was going to say one more thing. I'm glad I almost hit end. But this week we have a few videos coming out. The videos that are coming out are my fragrance haul, which I had a few again. We have the new releases that came out already that I told you guys about in the live. I'm going to be reviewing a couple of those, just like talking about them, like the new Polo, the new Valentino and whatnot. And then I have a few fragrances that people were sending to me that I'm going to be reviewing. Outside of that, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you joining. Again, we're going to be doing a giveaway next time. The people who won the giveaway last week, Newt and I don't remember the other person. Sorry. Bink. I'm sending them out either tomorrow or the next day. So just an FYI. Thank you everybody for joining. I love you guys all. Thank you for getting me to 3,000 subs. So I will see you tomorrow. We might do a live tomorrow, so just keep an eye on it. But there is a sale going on by Venba right now. All of the Parfums de Marly's, speaking of them, it's 15% off of all of the Parfums de Marly's right now. And I think it's like 153 for Leighton. Ojan or Wajan is 180, which is a crazy price for it. So definitely go check that out. It's even lower prices than Aura. So, and it gets me a little bit of money. So go check out my community tab. But yeah, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great night and smelling good. So peace out.